Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Decided to do something completely
Pit lane speed
different
limit
and
is
try to
30
have some
miles per
fun
hour.
to see if
Your
I can
exit's
break
clear.
out
Don't
of
cross the
this
white line.
funk that
Okay,
I'm in.
Jake. We've got
Decided to
two laps to get
pick up
the job done, mate.
dirt late model, and we're going to run a limited late model series race here at the International Speedway. Going out for qualifying, probably going to be absolutely terrible. Managed to find my way into a top split, and I really have done very few laps on this car. Just still learning the right amount of pitch you want to use through the corners, as well as the throttle control, how much you want to lift. I know that you want to keep this sliding as much as possible, which is very similar to street stocks, just maybe a little bit of different driving style. I thought I would just do something completely different, have a little bit of fun, and see if get a fun dirt race in any better. 672 is going to leave us in P4, so really not a terrible qualifying effort on my part at all. I really expected to be much further back than that. This is, of course, a D-Series class, so we are running no cautions, 30 laps, no heat races, just line up and start where you are. Fortunately, on the outside, which certainly is going to make it a bit tougher, as the track state you can see is pretty low, just slight usage, so bottom's going to be the way to go. You cannot have any, or you want to shorten the lineup as much as possible when the groove's there to run the bottom. With these late models not having very much horsepower, you just want to try to keep it as low as you can, shorten up the corners. So certainly bottom line is going to be the dominant way to go. And with qualifying mattering so much, and it's so tough to pass people between the limited power and the fixed setup, starting on the outside is going to be a bit rougher. But as car number 11 to be starting fourth, I will be thoroughly happy with that. If I can keep it anywhere inside the top 5 or 6, I'm going to be really happy with that. Obviously, I'm not expected to do very well anyway, so biggest thing for me is just going to be try to keep it as clean as I can, try to avoid contact where I can. Obviously, if somebody gets into me, that's going to be one thing, but the more I can do to avoid contact and keep the car going towards the front, the better it's going to be. So just waiting out the last half minute or so of qualifying. This may be something I kind of stick with. May also introduce sprint cars as well, just to give myself something fun that I'm absolutely terrible at, that I want to learn how to be better at. But just something to give me a break if I feel like I'm getting back into these ruts and I just want to fire something up, have some fun, and I understand that I'm probably going to be absolutely terrible, so the expectation shouldn't be that high. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully we can get a pretty clean race in. Obviously there's
That's
not
the
going to
end
be
of the
cautions
session.
from that
P4.
side, so yeah, I really surprised only have been just over half a tenth off, and we've got half a tenth on the 12 car starting fifth. So maybe with that, I can try to find some pace and slot somewhere in fifth or sixth, and then try to work my way back. So we'll get paints refreshed. See if we can get gridded up here shortly. Should be a lot of fun. Like I said, it's something that I have not ever done before. Never driven these cars at all on iRacing. I think I put maybe like 20 laps, 25 laps in single car practice, just a testing session to try to learn it, and just gonna give it my best shot, see what I can do out of it. So 30 laps again, no cautions, just try to do the best I can with me starting on the outside. Obviously, again, it's tough for me being on a
The
single
track
car
temp
or a
is
single screen
70. The
to
air
be
temp
able to
is
look
81
around.
Fahrenheit.
Just got to try to use the look
P4.
around buttons as best as I can if I feel like I need to, and just pay attention to the relative as best as I can. So just do what I can. I'm not going to run the extreme high line
in
against
the
the wall.
outside
Just
column.
going to kind of follow where the edge is of the loose, and as soon as I can try to clear myself to the bottom, see if I can get down there to do that. Again, we got one fast repair should we need it. Hopefully we don't need it, and everything else is unchecked, so I'm just going to try to do what I can. No idea if I'm even going to be able to contend with anybody, and people may have had bad qualifying laps and may actually be a lot faster than what their qualifying time suggested, so we'll just have to see where it all slots out. Again, looking for that inside line to have the big advantage, so just going to try to find a hole as quickly as I can, slot my way down there, and see what we can get out of this. So get ready to go. Again, you'll see some different numbers on the cars depending on what they painted compared to what iRacing has listed. So we are off and rolling.
Green, green, green.
Have a 5 to the inside, so we'll work our way into turn number 1. Didn't lift quite early enough to get the car to rotate. 1 and 2. track. Try to do a better job in 3 and 4.
Coming up on the inside.
Still got the 5 to the 12 to the inside, excuse me. Try to see if I can get that clear call.
Inside. Clear inside.
There we go. That was what I was looking to hear. Slot my way down to the bottom. I'm sure the 12 is going to continue to try to go deeper and more wood for me. Let's see, 4-3's got clear of V1, but we've got a good 3-car battle up front for the lead. 4's running just a little bit of a higher line than everybody else. I think as we start to run, depending on how the track state changes, we'll see that line push up a little bit. But I'm just going to hang to the bottom right now, see if I can try to get close to these guys. See if I can try to pull away from the 12, just barely lifting off the throttle a little bit. Getting the wall, gotta make sure I don't do that too much. Over rotated there a little bit through turn 2. That's gonna allow the 12 to close up. It's also going to have the front 3 pull away a little bit. Really don't want to make too many mistakes like that. It's so tough to close back up, but I found to do it with me being so new at this series. Kind of pulled up in front of the 12, a little bit of contact there, and it goes around. He's safe as he kept it going, but that shuffles him back to, I'm going to pull him back to 6th. I'm still just overdriving 1 and 2. Gotta really lay off the throttle, lift a little bit more than what I am. The track's starting to slick up just a hair. I think that's my problem. The wall again out of turn 4 on the front stretch. Let's try to settle down. No chance at the front 3 unless something happens, so I just need to settle down and focus on not making these dumb mistakes, because that's allowing everybody else to close up, pressure me forward and forward. A little bit better that time, still slid it a bit too much. I don't know if you guys can pick up on hearing that tire slide there. You don't want to hear too much of that. I've learned that much. Doesn't mean I don't continue to do it, but I've learned that's bad. Anytime you've got a car just in general that's low on power, you really want to try to keep the wheel on. Sliding just kills momentum. 2's made a great job. Pretty nice qualifying lap. I tagged the wall going into turn 1, so he's really clear me. Tries to pull a slide job. Try to get back to the inside as we go into 3 and 4. They'll have the momentum on the corner, trying to keep it down on the bottom, stay off of him. I see him clear us going into turn 1. I just over-rotate
on your right.
2.
Coming up on your clear.
Allows the 8 to get on by as well. Going the wrong direction. Had a chance to keep it in 4th, just too many unforced errors.
V6.
And 6 for being car number 11 in my first dirt limited late model race is not terrible. Looks like some guys are starting to go up the track a little bit. Realized I didn't pull up a Delta bar yet. So I'm trying to get that. Oh, I'm driving like an idiot. There goes 0x. I should not be trying to push buttons while I'm doing this.
Coming on the inside.
Giving the 12 a chance to get back by me. Tries to pull a slider, we're going to cut underneath him.
That sideline's clear.
I think he knew that was going to be his best shot there. Halfway down, he's got 10, he's still on the inside. Able to avoid him. At least I'm not the slowest one on the track. As terrible as I'm driving. Looks like everybody's starting to go up higher now, with the bottom starting to slip off a little bit. Obsession last lap just to try to find as much speed as I can. Trying to run a line towards the bottom, just keep as clean as I can, give myself a baseline for where that's at. Trying to avoid, like I said, sliding too much, getting a little too squirrely there out of turn 4. Try to go to the high side, see if I can make this work any better.
6th place.
Gear off of turn 4 if that's any better. Yeah, that definitely seems to be the way to go right now. So
time was
keep it up on the top side and basically try to avoid sliding as much as possible to get the momentum up. Have 10 to go this time by.
Your last lap time was at 14.
Don't think I'm catching 8 at all. Take a look at the relative, seems like people swirl back there as well. 2.2 up to 8. 0.8 back to 12.
That last lap was at
Gotta avoid getting too high, just that extends that line around the track, makes it a longer lap, which ends up slowing me down. Even steady out to the 12, lost to 10.
That lap time was 14.57.
Like I said, it didn't drive a very good line that time, or last time through 1 and 2, so should see a little bit faster this time. Not much, kind of screwed up 3 and 4 a little bit, but just gonna keep running this top side for now. Seems like that's the way most people are going. Able to keep it under control a little bit better up here. Just running on top of the slick and right below the cushion, kind of helping me find a comfortable spot to be. Wish I wouldn't have made so many errors up front. Maybe we could have still been contending for, you know, a top 5, but first start race, outperforming where I was expecting to finish right now, I will gladly take that. Just trying to learn the right amount to pitch the thing through the corners to make sure I don't slide too much and throw so much momentum. Slowly catching the 8. Not going to be enough time though, with only 3 laps to go. And basically keeping the same gap back to the 12, so a pace to run right around the top 5. I'm pretty happy with that. I slammed the wall again though. Unfortunately, that time was hard enough to get another 2x, so 4x is really bad for dirt racing, but again, I just making stupid mistakes constantly, so yeah, just gotta learn to clean that up, learn how to drive these things, you know, right around it.
2 laps remaining.
Learn my limits, both where the car is in the view, as well as, you know, what I can do with it, and should be an improvement next time. Kind of using it off the turn 4, able to save it. Definitely catching the 8. I think he was getting held up by the 9 a little bit, but even before that I think we were catching him, so top line definitely seemed to be the way to go towards the end, but hey, I'll take a 6th place finish. That was definitely a lot more fun than the street stocks.
6th place.
Seems like we had a little bit of a difference in skill, but obviously, you know, it's going to be a stronger strength of field than me. I don't know where it rates in terms of overall late model strength of fields, but that was certainly a lot cleaner than what the street stock races were. I've had, you know, a lot of fun with contact and demo derby types that street stocks can feel like, so that was certainly a lot more fun that way. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I don't even know what to look for in tire temps to tell, like if I you know, was driving it too much off the right rear or leaning too much on the right front. I literally just picked this up like a half hour before I ran the race, so when I say I was fresh, I mean I was really fresh to it. Just thought it would be something completely different, a lot of fun, and you know, just to kick back and enjoy racing again, to try to get out of this funk, or at least, you know, start working me in that direction again and enjoy it a little bit more. So yeah, we can since that was so quick, we'll take a look at the incidents that happened. Obviously I'm probably going to be quite a bit of them, but we'll see what happens here. Alright, get back. We will get back to me. Get back to the beginning and then look at the beginning and see what happened. Shooting at the 10. Makes a little bit of contact there with the 7 as they come across the line to start. There's the contact with the 7. He's going to get a little bit from the 5 coming back down the track. He's 25 on the car. He just tags the wall slightly across the start-finish line. 8's going to get the 12 because the 12 got a little loose from me sliding up in front of him. 9's going to try to stop for the 13, locks the brakes up, gets him spun around. It was really easy to do as well. 10 gets involved in that. Here's going to be one of my many wall shots. Yep, just tagging the front stretch wall and start-finish line in a spot I shouldn't have ever been. A little bit of netcode there. 8 ended up making contact with the left side door. 25. I believe that was, I don't even remember what car number what it was, but he tags the front stretch wall. 5's gonna get it as well. He gets it going in turn 1, so I did that as well. I believe maybe this one is the one that I'm going to do that. No, that was when I slammed the wall when I was trying to get through the session last lap like an idiot. Gonna get this again. Backstretch just pushed it too wide like an idiot. Seems like a lot of guys did it, so I don't feel quite so bad, although that's certainly not something you want to avoid. Then again, really hard. Gotta let the 12 to get to the inside. Let's watch this battle here, because this is when he tries to pull the slider going into 3 and 4, and I was glad to recognize that. You see he just drove all the way down the bottom, slid all the way up the track, so I got to the inside. Was able to clear him off of turn number, or down the front stretch. Slid it way too far. He did a great job keeping it off of me. Really respectful by him. Can't say anything bad at all about that. 5's gonna have the issue. He just turns up into the 7 there. 13's gonna get the wall. Now 7's gonna neck out him, and then they're gonna make contact through 3 and 4. 13's gonna get too high, slide it around. Spins it around. 8's going to, I believe this was all after the checker, if I remember correctly. Gets the wall. Yeah, and he spins it around, tries it. So, yep, that was it. I think the stuff with the 13 and the 8 afterwards were all after the checker had come out. So, let's take a look at the results. Should see a boost to the I rating. I don't know, it would be close on the safety rating. I'm so terrible at dirt anyways that probably shouldn't take much, but top split of 3, 1964, so strength of fields again compared to me, you know, obviously a stronger field, but you know, not crazy strong, I would assume. I was actually only 300ths of lap off the fast lap, which I'm really surprised by. If I wouldn't have made quite so many mistakes, probably could have held on to 4th place, and I don't know if I would have recognized the lane change. Maybe I could have gotten my way up to try to contend with the top 3 if possible. You know, we were hanging with them and just sitting a little bit back behind them, and then I just had that stretch where I just drove absolutely terrible for a while, and then try to reset it and was still making small mistakes. So able to gain 28, so just over 1650, just over 1660 actually, and somehow able to gain .02. So let me know if you guys like that, if you enjoy this, if you want to see this more, you know, versus possibly the sprint car. If I start the sprint car, it'll reasonably start with the 305s, and then you know, work my way up from there. But yeah, that was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I could see myself sticking with this and not running dirt street stocks anymore. Unless, you know, for some reason I don't have a tracker, don't want to run this. That was the same amount of fun that I have with the street stock, but that was so much less contact from everybody. That was way more fun. I could have been the slowest car on the track and not been anywhere near it, and I still would have had way more fun with this. Like, it was just nice to have people that just weren't driving over the back of you and driving into your door and, you know, slamming you up the track. Like, it was nice to have good competitive racing, but have people, you know, be respectful about that. So that was certainly a nice change of pace. Hopefully something you guys enjoyed. I know I was absolutely terrible out there. I will definitely work on putting some more lap times or more laps in with it. Try to just, you know, work on learning those limits, learning that consistency, learning, you know, how much to lift, seeing the track changes, where to go with lines and everything like that. Yeah, I could see myself running this at least. I think I have the tracks for like the next 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. I'm putting it in. So feel free to leave any comments. Let me know if you guys enjoyed that. Love to hear if you have any driving tips, if you guys have experienced this and, you know, run well in it. Let me know what you find in terms of, you know, how do you find that edge? What's the right amount of slip angle through the corners, everything. Any information you guys want to share, I would greatly appreciate. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.